Welcome to our channel with another video, which is poem Leisure by William Henry Davies. And this is the poet on your screen, and his name William Henry Davies, which is William. Okay, and the poem name is Leisure. It is a well-known poem. Leisure poem is one of Davies' best-known poems. It is the one of the best-known poem written by William Henry Davies. Okay. And the poet tells in this situation that we have no time to see to admire nature, because the hectic pace, the tenseful, and all those busy schedule of us is taking away us from nature. Okay, so students, this is a very important picture which is on your screen. Why? Because in the first and second, all the paragraphs, few information from this picture is given. Okay, so keep this picture in your mind, and as soon जितने भी हम पैराग्राफ्स कवर करेंगे आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि ये पिक्चर मैंने यहाँ पर क्यों शो करी है. ओके, coming to the first stanza. What is this life full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. ये कैसी लाइफ है जिसमें हमारे पास बिल्कुल टाइम ही नहीं है. वी डोंट हैव टाइम टू इवन स्टैंड एट वन प्लेस and to admire nature. Okay, to stare at nature. Then coming to the next paragraph, and in this picture you can see that this picture also, okay, which is matching to this picture. In every picture you will get news. Okay, no time to stand beneath the boughs. Okay, we don't have just this much time that we can stand underneath the trees and stare as long. हमारे पास बिल्कुल भी टाइम नहीं है कि हम कहीं पे देख सकें, जैसे जो शीप्स और काउज होती हैं, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पिक्चर में दिखाया था, शीप्स एंड काउज भी थे वहाँ पे, कि हमारे पास उतना टाइम नहीं है जितना शीप्स एंड काउस के पास होता है. ओके, एंड जब जैसे कि वो शीप्स और काउस तो फ्री होते हैं, बट वी आर ह्यूमंस, वी हैव अ बिजी शेड्यूल. Children are busy in their homework and burden of school. The mothers are busy to handle the children and the house. The men are busy at office or business. So we all are busy that we don't have time to admire the beauty of nature. Then, no time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. In that picture, squirrel was also there and nut was also there. What it shows, now in this picture you are looking, and in this stanza you are seeing that what is written. It's in a simple form. I must explain you once also. We don't have time. हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है कि जब भी हम फॉरेस्ट से पास करें हम ये भी देख पाएँ कि वहाँ एनिमल्स क्या कर रहे हैं. ओके, हमारे पास ये टाइम नहीं है कि वो स्मॉल क्यूट एनिमल्स क्या कर रहे हैं. लाइक स्क्वायरल्स अपने नट्स हाइड करती है, लाइक डॉग हाइड देयर बोन्स. वी डोंट हैव टाइम टू सी ऑल दैट ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स ऑफ नेचर. वी आर दिस हेक्टिक pace of modern life is taking away from these all things. We have no time. Okay, no time. You got this. In every stanza you are noticing that no time word is coming. What does it mean? Why? So when something is repeated again and again, this is a literary device which is called repetition. We will learn more literary devices, all the literary devices which are used in the poem. Okay. No time to see in broad daylight. We don't have time that we see in the broad daylight. हम डेलाइट में देखें जहाँ पर स्ट्रीम्स यानी रिवर्स जो स्टार्स की तरह लगते हैं, लाइक यू कैन सी इन दी पिक्चर ऑल्सो that according to these lines, sun is there, it rays reflect in water, and these small dots, shining dots look like stars, like we see in skies at night. So this is being conveyed in this picture. No time to turn at beauty's glance. What it means that we don't have time कि हम ब्यूटी यानी नेचर, यहाँ पे नेचर को ब्यूटी की तरह यानी ब्यूटी नेचर को नेम दिया गया है, हम ब्यूटी की ग्लास को देखें और ये देखें कि कितनी सुंदर वो लग रही है. एंड वॉच हर फीट हाउ दे कैन डांस, द एनिमल्स रोमिंग अराउंड द लीव्स shedding all this. So nature is personified as a beautiful woman. So this is a very important stanza. Okay, so that's why I have written the meaning also. Nature is personified as a beautiful woman who is glancing and dancing. When a woman glances or dance, she will move parts of her body. When nature changes, it is like a beautiful dancer. Busy people do not have time to admire the changes, or we can say movement of nature. Fine. Then next paragraph. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. Busy people do not have time to watch the changes in nature. It means we are busy people and we don't have time that what changes are being done in the nature. When nature changes, it is like a smile that starts from the eyes and spreads slowly to the mouth. Okay, it is very beautiful. Okay, a poor life, very bad with full of care. We have no time to stand and stare. It is a sad life if we do not have leisure time. It means it is a sad life. What is the use of this life if we don't have a few time to stand and stare? Leisure means a spare time, a free time. Okay. What's the poem about? The poem reminds us to take time to appreciate the beauty of nature and be thankful to God. This is being the message. However, if we are too busy with our daily life, we worry too much, we forget to watch and nature's beauty. And if we see nature beauty now, it will heal it will heal us and we will get relaxed. But we are very busy that we do not have time for that also. It is a sad life if we can't find time to relax and appreciate nature around it. Now, what is the use of this life if we don't have time? We can't take time to relax and appreciate the nature around us. This was the thing that what's the poem about. Now these all are the literary. Rhyme means rhyming words. Okay, rhyming words like care, stare, which give the same. This is known by all of us. Okay, the next is alliteration. What is alliteration? Now let's see. Stand and stare beneath the boughs. When would we pass? Streams full of stars. The repetition of consonant sounds in the first syllables of a series of words. It means you can see in a sentence there's a repetition of this consonants. Repetition of this is we can call alliteration. Consonants की repetition को alliteration. अब now the repetition of words or lines in a poem. We have no time to stand and stare, and one more repetition was there. No time to. In every stanza it was there, and we have no time to stand and stare was also there in the first and last. Why it is done, why it is repeated, this emphasizes that we are so busy, and any line this is done to emphasize something. Repetition. Okay, then one more example of repetition. I told you, no time to see, when would we pass in broad daylight. In every step that was there, in first and last just was not there, only in those. Then personification. Okay, as we see nature's personified example is beautiful woman who can, when nature and human beings are compared. Here, nature is compared as a beautiful woman. Like that, if nature is compared as father or something else, it may be that mountains are compared as fathers. Somewhere, rivers in Indian mythology, rivers are compared as, are personified as mothers. So this can be done because हम बोलते हैं ना गंगा माँ, like that. This is a personification when we compare nature's thing with humans. Okay, then simile, comparison between two different things which uses like or as. Now here is not the comparison between person and nature. Here is a comparison between two different things. Okay, stream full of stars. Here one thing is stream full of stars, which uses like stars at night. Both are compared. Okay, that it means the reflection of the sunlight on the streams are like the stars that twinkle in the sky. Okay, students, this were the all the literary devices used in the poem. And then, okay, I told you that this picture can explain us the whole poem. Okay, how? See, in the first stanza it was said that we have no time, we are so busy, what is this life if we don't have time. Then in the second stanza it was there that we have no time to stand beneath the trees like sheep and cows, okay, can graze in the fields for the whole day. Okay, then in the next paragraph we read that squirrels, we have no time, that when we pass woods and see where squirrels hide their nuts. Then in another paragraph it was given that streams full of stars, we have no time to say. Okay, then in that a beautiful nature is like a beautiful woman. Okay, so this picture, now you're getting all thing why I said you to look at this picture very carefully. Okay, so we are done with the chapter with the literary devices also. The thing you have to take in your mind are have to remember the poem and the poet. Then you have to remember the literary devices because they are helpful for you. then you have to read the poem very well. And thanks for watching our video. Hope you like the explanation, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.